And we're back, folks. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to more esports talk. Can I get a round of applause out there at home? I don't actually want to clap because if I do, it messes with the audio. But yes, finally a great announcement. I would say one of many actually from the Valorant scene as teams continue to enter and some revamp their rosters, some finalize their rosters. Liquid being most recently. We're only awaiting, a few top organizations out there left remaining without even starting a team, and maybe will come in the near future, guys, for this weekend's FaZe Clan Ignition Series event, which, in case you guys were wondering, I do believe fully funded by the organization. And of course, with the most recent agent, that being Killjoy, being announced, we saw something that not everyone would do around their game. Riot Games, I think, making the right call here when it comes time for disabling characters, or at least allowing said characters to be disabled during the FaZe Clan Ignition event, because it just is too close to competition, could be too meta changing, and could be breaking, of course, with the potential for some things to be ruined by an overpowered character, or a character who could just be throwing a giant wrench in things and not yet used to by many pro players and their rosters and the way they, of course, operate. It makes a lot of sense, and something we have not seen from other companies in the esports scene, one in particular being Epic Games and Fortnite. I would say a notorious scene for a lack of competitive integrity for a variety of reasons, but not the only scene, right? We've also seen it in Call of Duty where these gigantic changes get made right before big events, and all of the pro players are like, why? What are you doing? But luckily enough here, actually requested by Riot Games, they say after a FaZe update, due to recency of Killjoy's release, there was a risk that multiple issues may negatively impact the competitive integrity of this weekend's tournament. As such, Riot Games has requested that she be disabled in official tournaments until they are confident in her stability. To which Valorant did respond saying, "This one's on us. Thanks for the understanding and for putting that competitive experience first. Looking forward to watching a great tournament." And that's just, that's awesome. It's not awesome, but it is awesome, especially from a pro player perspective, because like I said, Epic Games and Fortnite kind of notorious for dropping some big things. I covered this way back in the day, especially I would say during the height of competitive Fortnite, unfortunately, so revolving around swords and planes and mechs and other things dropping just days before big events, which obviously threw a giant wrench for a lot of players who are competing for thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars. They are not the only ones guilty of that. Like I said, Call of Duty, COD League actually has been making changes for Warzone, as it's very odd for a game to be tied to a battle royale, as well as a main game that's in a franchise league. They actually dropped their first big meta change very late in the COD League season, somewhat for Warzone, and it had to be adapted to by those pro players as well, as the Call of Duty scene continues to struggle with pro players making their own GAs or gentlemen's agreements to ban, to not use weapons that, I don't know, it's a mess if you guys know it, and it's been pretty crazy to cover. At the very least, when it comes for Riot Games here, I do respect their action. It is a bit of a, if you wanted to see Killjoy in action, I think it is a bit too soon. I would say the next looming question for a lot of pro players out there, as at what point in time do they also do this for big updates? If you have big changes for certain agents out there, do you also delay those changes and the ongoing weekend events? Do they, play on a previous patch, as we've seen in Counter-Strike and other esports before? At what point does this stop? Of course, a new agent is a gigantic change. What if it's just a giant meta change or a giant update for a certain character or agent? Do you also delay those to be played on for tournaments? At what point does it stop? I think a lot of players are probably wondering. As of right now, when it comes time for a brand new character that could be overpowered and meta changing or breaking in some other ways, negatively impacting competition, Riot Games has stepped in and said, hey, let's take a break. We'll join these in on tournaments sometime in the future when she is ready and maybe adapted to a bit more by pro players. I would say great thumbs up from me. Riot Games already doing things that Epic Games simply has denied doing for like a couple years now. And I'm not knocking Fortnite, guys, okay? They do a great job viewership-wise. They have a great game that people love to watch. I just wish Epic Games did a bit better of job of controlling the game and tournaments we watch. That's just me, though. Until next time, hope you guys all enjoy. Drink that water, drink that coffee. I'll catch you guys back here sometime very soon. Okay, bye.